Alrighty, so today, what we're going to be talking about is the times of year when Dokkan players should be summoning throughout the Dokkan calendar year, right? The Dokkan calendar year basically starts from the New Year's banner, which is going to be around like December 28th, December 27th, and then it's going to run all the way up until that next point. So, in this video, I think that it's important to talk about this because especially if you are free to play, spending your stones smartly is going to be the key sort of factor in terms of sustainability of your account, in terms of playing the game for a long time, right? Not just throwing all of your precious dragon stones at whatever shiny new toy the game is throwing at us. So right now, this is an example, and we've had these like really like back to back to back to back. In terms of banners that you should not be summoning on, right? Like coming out of the worldwide download celebration, we had the Vegeta banner, no bueno, right? The Gohan banner that was talking, or what's it called, the Gohan Piccolo, like that, whatever that character was, the exchange. That was a no-go for summoning. And then on global, you guys had the, or I don't even need to say you guys, I cover global, right? We had the Roshi banner, which again, a big no-no, nay, do not summon on that. And then out of the Roshi banner, we are now transitioning into the Lord Slug banner, which you can see on the screen. Now, I'm not going to go into why you shouldn't summon on this banner, but I think it is an important preface to say, like, we have went through a lot of examples of times that you should not be summoning outside of the worldwide download celebration just right off the gate, right? So, what are the times during the year that this really can apply to non-free-to-play players? And the gameplay, by the way, I'm just going to be doing something like random, like don't even worry about, like, this is kind of meant to be a video where if you don't even want to look at the screen, you don't have to. But if you want to, feel free. But like I said, what are the times during the year that Dokkan players should be prioritizing spending their stones? Well, the first one, I think if you are a brand new player, there's going to be a banner that is a New Year's step-up banner, right? Now, this is optional, especially now with the way that we're on the JP schedule, right? So with the JP schedule, I think it is important to notice this. We are going to be sort of going right out of that into the anniversary, which has not been the case every single year, right? We've seen a lot of times where that's not going to be the case. But if you want to summon on the New Year's step up, if you are like a brand new player, I don't think that that's really a bad decision to summon on that banner. The New Year's step up is going to be guaranteeing you LRs, Dokkan Festival exclusive characters, and so on and so forth, right? So make sure that you keep that in mind. That is one that I loosely recommend. I think I would call that more of an honorable mention. But the next set of banners that you absolutely, these are a must summon every single year, is going to be the yearly anniversary banners. These are going to be the highest value for your Dragon Stones when it comes to banners, right? It literally does not get any better than the anniversary banners during the year. These are going to consist of multiple Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. These are going to consist of multiple TURs that are potentially going to be getting an EZA. And these are just overall going to be the most premium units for your Dragon Stones because throughout the year, unless they go with a drastic change, which I don't think they will, yearly anniversary LRs tend to be the best characters in the game throughout a vast majority of the year. If they tend to be dethroned, they are usually dethroned in the middle of September, the end of August. So a majority of the year is going to be spent using characters from these anniversary banners as like the best characters in the game, right? You look at Beast Gohan, his reign over the whole game was, it's still, you could argue he's still the best character in the game, right? And he came out on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Shout out Beast Gohan, a real romance king, Beast Gohan, right? He's had me head over heels since he came out. But you know, he's literally like, we're almost 9 months into his release, and you could still argue, yeah, that guy's probably number one, right? So that is important to note. The yearly anniversary, both of the banners, specifically the Dokkan Festival exclusives if you really want to focus on 2 banners during the anniversary, but really all 4 of those banners you cannot go wrong with. So, if we go outside of the anniversary, when is the next time I think that you should be summoning? Now, the anniversary ends on the first week of March, and then we go out of the first week of March into the Saiyan Day celebration, basically. Like, there's a Dokkan Festival in between that, but I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys that is a hard skip. So after we skip the Dokkan Fest outside of the anniversary, we are going to get into the territory of the Saiyan Day banners. Now, the Saiyan Day banners to me are appealing for one reason, and that is because the Tanabata unit returns during Saiyan Day. So, if you are somebody that's summoned for Tech UI Goku, let's just say you play JP for some reason, and you didn't get Tech UI Goku, this is going to be the first rerun for this character. So, you have one of two options. You can summon for Saiyan Day, or summon on the banner and attempt to get Saiyan Day, the Saiyan Day unit, as well as Tech UI Goku, or you could choose to skip it and then go for the, just the route of coining Tech UI Goku. So, just keep that in mind. I think you could do either or. I say if you want to summon on Saiyan Day, it's a hype time, but now things are a little bit different because that is no longer a joint celebration, right? Because everything is going to be joint in this game. So do keep that in mind. I think it is important to note that moving forward, the game is going to be operating a little bit differently with it being synced. So it's like, a lot of the times it would be like, oh, this is a really hype time of year because it's Saiyan Day, right? Saiyan Day is a really fun time because it's a joint celebration. But that is no longer the case, as we've now kind of moved into this new era of Dokkan where things are synced and everything is technically a joint celebration. Now, have they done that perfectly so far? Absolutely not. But that is the mindset that we are going to be going with, right? That everything is shared and we have to think about that. So Saiyan Day, I recommend light summoning on that. I would not go all in if you want to sell it or summon on that. And then the next point during the year that you should be spending your stones is going to be during the Golden Week celebration. Now, the Golden Week celebration tends to have some very high quality TURs, especially over the last 2 years. 23rd World Tournament Goku and Intma Jr. still, Intma Jr. especially is still the World Tournament King, so that is nice. And then 23rd World Tournament Goku obviously aged out, but he was a top 5 TUR contender for a very long time. So do keep that in mind. And with that being said, we have a Part 2 LR that you should not summon on, right? So if you want to, again, loosely summon, go in with discounts or whatever they're going to throw at us, because it's a dual Dokkan Fest, so there's buy 3, get 1 free. I think that is a good time to spend your stones because those banners tend to be high quality, right? The New Year's units return on those banners, and then the ones from last year will be there. So if you're somebody that still needs copies of Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, he's going to be on that banner. If you're somebody that needs copies of Fat Boo from the Majin Buu saga, he is also going to be there. So do keep that in mind. I think it's really important to note that he will be on those characters will be on those banners. So if you're somebody that doesn't have them yet, or if you're somebody that's looking to play World Tournament more, Intma Jr. will be on those banners as well. So Golden Week, I think, is a good time to spend your stones. Now we are going to go into our saving arc, right? From the end of April, after we've done our Golden Week Part 1 summons, we should be saving our stones all the way up until Tanabata, which is going to be the end of June into the beginning of July, right? And this tends to be, or this every year, this is a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR that tends to be very good, but sometimes there is that kind of roulette or the dice roll that character is going to age out quickly, right? We saw this with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then we saw the better versions of it the year before being Trunks and Vegeta, and then the year after that being Tech UI Goku, because Tech UI Goku is still usable right now. So usually, the Tanabata unit can be put in a spot where they age out pretty quickly. We'll have to see with the 10th anniversary how UI Goku is handled, but I think he'll be fine. That is a character that has a kit that is very power creep proof, right? Where he's going to have that dodge, he's going to be able to have that domain still. So do keep that in mind. I think that character is going to be very good moving forward. But a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR with a Carnival Part 2 LR, I don't see any reason to not summon on those banners. I think it's going to be absolutely fine. So Tanabata should be the next time that we summon, and then we need to lock it down one more time during the year. This is going to be the last time, in my opinion, that you really need to summon. And after we do Tanabata summons, which is going to take us into about the middle of July, we are going to hold on to our stones all the way until the Worldwide Download Celebration, which is going to be at the end of August. So, like I said, at the end of August, we are going to be locking it down for the Worldwide Download Celebration. This is going to be another extremely high value period of banners. Who's locked here? Sorry. But a very high value banner, set of banners, right? This is going to be a very, premium set of, banners. We just went through these, right? With the LR Broly, with the trios, or with the trio, with Super Saiyan Gohan, all of these characters, and especially now, especially if Global gets the way that JP does it, this is the time where the Part 2 LRs during the 9th anniversary reran. So Gogeta was on one of the banners, and then the Gammas were on the other set of banners. And obviously that is very good for a lot of players because I'm sure not all of us have Gogeta and the Gammas at this point, right? So whatever the 10th anniversary part 2 LRs are going to be, keep in mind that they are going to line up nicely with the worldwide download celebration summons, because again, the carnival units will rerun during that time. So the worldwide download celebration is going to be the last time that we are going to be spending a major amount of stones. And then I want to give an honorable mention just in case that this does continue, and this will be important for, next week. The Heroes banner is going to be live, or not live, but we're going to have a stream next week for Dragon Ball Heroes, so we will know what those are. So why is Dragon Ball Heroes important? Why do I need to talk about it in the light of like Dokkan Festival exclusive LR banners and stuff like that? Well, the format that Heroes has is very nice and a good time summoning, right? The animations aren't as fun because there's not like fusions, Zenos, Goku Black Rifts, or anything like that. But what is fun about that banner is the pool is extremely, extremely limited to Dragon Ball Heroes characters, and you are going to be getting a guaranteed featured SSR per multi. It is the trap that gets me every single year. But what I would say against summoning for Heroes characters is they tend to age out very quickly. But again, if you are somebody that likes Dragon Ball Heroes, these are like what-if forms, a lot of like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 characters, God Trunks, just to name an example. Lots of fun characters, but just keep in mind that it is a dangerous game because those characters tend to age out by the anniversary. So it's like they're fun for 2 months and then you got to put them away. So do keep that in mind. I think that is the last time that you should be spending your stones in the Dokkan calendar year because, again, we are going to be going up to New Year's at that point. So those are the major times that you should be summoning. I know that was kind of a lot of information in one go, but just to recap, when should you be spending your stones during the year? If you are a new player or a free-to-play player, I don't think it's a bad idea to summon on the New Year step up, maybe do a rotation, throw 200 stones at it, get some guaranteed LRs, some guaranteed Dokkan Fest. I think that's smart. The highest value time during the year to summon is going to be the yearly anniversary banners, specifically the Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, because those are the most premium characters in the game. Now, moving on, I think if you have some stones left over from the anniversary, you should summon on Saiyan Day, and then with the stones in between on that, you should summon on Golden Week. If you want to skip those, that's completely fine, because they do rerun during the worldwide download celebration, but just keep that in mind, it is something to consider. Once we're through with Golden Week, I want you to save until the Tanabata celebration, which is going to be at the end of June. And then once we're done with those, we're going to save our stones all the way up until the worldwide download celebration, and then maybe throw a few at Heroes, and then there you go. That is the yearly cycle. We're back at the New Year step up yet again. So let me know down below, what do you guys like to summon on? If you did find something useful in this video, let me know down below. Would very greatly appreciate your feedback and all of that fun stuff. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like before you go, and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content that I'm posting around here. We make sure that we post every single day and all of that fun stuff. So turn notifications so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next one.